Organizers say Gay Pride 94 was about more than just having a good time. They hope to wield a lasting influence on politics. As Night Beat reporter Jonathan Seri shows us, a controversial resolution in Cobb County is one of the burning issues.
Gay Pride weekend may be over, but some political issues won't go away.
The Cobb people do not deserve to have the Olympics until they rise up and turn out of office and rescind the resolution.
What they're talking about is the Cobb County Family Values Resolution, in which commissioners condemn the homosexual lifestyle.
We have a solution!
Rescind the resolution! Banners at this afternoon's Gay Pride March called on Olympic officials to take the preliminary volleyball competition out of Cobb County. But Joe Swank, who is both gay and a Cobb County resident, says he wishes demonstrators would leave the Olympics out of their protest.
I'd rather both of them come to a conclusion that, look, we have to deal with it. Let's deal with it. Let's not embarrass the city and the country.
As the festival winds down tonight, organizers hope the participants will go home with a little more pride and that the community will have a little more understanding.
We're human beings. You know, we're not out to take their family. You know, we have rights too. We just want to live our life in our way of life as peacefully as possible. And you know, if they're real Christians, they're supposed to love everybody.
Today they had strength in numbers. Tens of thousands of gays and lesbians attended today's rally, along with straight people sympathetic to their cause. Organizers hope Gay Pride weekend will influence politics long after the party ends. Jonathan Seri, Channel 2 Action News, Night Beat.
Some gay activists say the next step in efforts to get Olympic volleyball out of Cobb will be to issue another call for help at gay pride events in New York City. That's coming up in a few weeks. They're hoping that that will result in nationwide support for their cause.
With a unique parade drawing thousands of gay men and women marching under the same banner. Channel 5's Tom Corvin says the colorful event was tinged with politics and anger.
I love you. Happy Gay Pride.
It's all for Gay Pride! Are you proud?
It's Gay Pride's 25th year. Colorful is an understatement. More than 100,000 gay men and women, not to mention supporters.
I tell you, girl, it is hot, very hot. But it's fun, I'm proud. Hey!
Where's orange? Where's orange?
For some, it's a call for more active AIDS research. The condom vest, a humorous symbol for a serious sign of the times. For others, it's another shot at Cobb County, the county that wants a part in the Olympics, but condemns homosexuality through county resolutions.
2, 4, 6, 8, Cobb County ain't so straight. To the resolution, rescind the resolution.
But overall, it's a day of pride.
Hi, Mother. Hi, Dad. See you back in Douglasville.
Gay Pride, 1994.
It's all for Gay Pride. Are you proud?
Tom Corvin, Channel 5, Eyewitness News.
Police estimate more than 150,000 attended today's parade and park festival. There were no reports of
ridiculed. One Metro Atlantic county has even passed a resolution condemning their lifestyle.
Homophobia's got to go. Hey, hey!
Still, an estimated 150,000 gays and lesbians took to the streets of Atlanta today in a show of pride. The 24th annual Gay Pride March drew a colorful crowd. Many came to march in protest of Cobb County's anti-gay resolution passed last year. Tonight, Jerry Carnes reports on a mother and daughter with a unique reason for taking part in today's march.
In a parking lot filled with activists, some of them in unusual outfits, an unlikely sight. A mother and her teenage daughter, two perfectly straight people with a unique understanding of the gay lifestyle.
I mean, to me, he was like every other dad. I mean, he did the things every other dad does. He just wasn't a straight dad.
For 18 years, Beverly Matting was married to this man, a Marine sergeant and Sunday school teacher. They were happy, raising a family, until the day Greg Matting came home and told his family he was gay. At first, she thought it was a joke. A loving husband of 18 years, a man helping her raise two children, suddenly tells her he's gay. But it was true, and their marriage was over. But the relationship wasn't. They stayed best friends until the day Greg Matting died of AIDS 5 years ago.
You were brought up as a child that homosexuality was a sin, and we were led to believe that, but through the help and the grace of God, I came to an understanding that it is not.
The Maddings are just two of a growing number of straight people banding together to support gay rights. A group called Straight But Not Narrow had 6 members 2 years ago. Now the membership is closer to 200. And who better to join them than a young girl who grew up fighting intolerance?
Me and my brother both, it was just like a unwritten rule that we told our friends, you know, you either like our dad or you're not our friends. You don't like us, you don't like, if you don't like our dad, you don't like us.
Her dad is gone. Her fight for others like him goes on. In Midtown Atlanta, Jerry Carnes, 11 News Tonight.
At least a dozen straight people marched in this year's Gay Pride Parade. Organizers say the number of straights taking part gets larger every year. In Los Angeles, 500,000 people turned out for the Gay Pride March there. It is California's second largest parade, second only to the Tournament of Roses parade. Organizers include local AIDS support groups.
Clothes and soap as Valley of the Dolls steams it up on late-night television. What Sally reveals may make the critics and the censors Twitter, but it didn't fog the lens of our Entertainment Tonight cameras.
So, we're going to see a little cleavage now. There's cool.
Sally Kirkland takes it all off, almost, to expose a 90s TV audience to a 60s literary bestseller about Hollywood, Jacqueline Suzanne's Valley of the Dolls.
Oh, God, I love your hands. So strong, so firm.
Airing 5 late nights a week, this new half-hour soap promises to push the limits with a little nudity, a little language, and a lot of steamy sex. And Sally gives us a sneak peek at a love scene in the making.
Now, I want you to give the illusion that I have no clothes on. Oh, it's freezing. I get to do an incredible amount of sex scenes, and I'm so fed up with people in Hollywood saying you can't be sexy if you're a day over Sharon Stone's age. So I get to be very sexy.
Is it cold?
It's a little cold. That's okay. You're getting in to keep me warm. And here comes my Russian lover.
Here comes the Russian lover.
Mother! I want to talk to you! Well, can it wait, darling? I'm a little busy. I don't care. It's important. It's the real Hollywood. What happens with agents and actresses and stars and gorgeous men.
And real soap.
Between takes, Sally dried off long enough to introduce us to some of her Valley castmates.
E.T. fans and well-wishers. These are my 2 daughters in Valley of the Dolls. And we've both already had nude scenes, haven't we?
Nude scenes? No, I was clothed. I'm not as comfortable as
some people. Pretty nude to me.
It looks very nude.
But then duty called, and it was back to the bubbles. A dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.
And we're moving.
Hi. Finishing up in the bubble bath for E.T. A lot of very sensual scenes. This is my 3rd in 8 days. My 3rd scene like this. Imagine being paid to do this.
Sally says her tub mate, Dennis Martell, really knows how to rub her the right way. Besides being an actor, he also is a professional masseur. Valley of the Dolls is airing in selected cities around the country now.
Good evening, America. I'm Joan London. Tomorrow on Good Morning America, the latest ways to deal with impotence. Also tomorrow we'll be in the kitchen cooking Mediterranean style. Then what to give Dad this Father's Day, and we're not talking ties. Plus we'll go behind the scenes of Disney's latest animated feature to meet the artist who brought The Lion King to life.
That's all tomorrow on Good Morning America. This Sunday, join Charlie Spencer and me for a special edition of Good Morning America at night, right here on ABC. Now, stay tuned for your local news coming up next.